Hi all. So in this video we'll study about strings. That is a really very important topic in Java. So what does a string in Java mean? String, you are spelling your name. Like for example, if my name is Jyoti. So what does this Jyoti mean? In Java, this is a string. It is a sequence of characters. So a string is a sequence of characters, or string is a data type that is used to store text or data like name, messages, sentences, password, and email. Okay. And always remember, string is a non-primitive data type. Don't get confused and don't get confused with primitive and non-primitive. String is a non-primitive data type. Always remember it's a non-primitive. And we have seen like we were writing float. These were starting from small letters, okay, lowercase. But here, string starts with uppercase. S is always in uppercase if you are writing this string. So always remember to write S in uppercase. Otherwise you will get errors, compilation errors. Okay. So what is the syntax? If you want to write something in string, then you will use string, for example, name equals to, in double quotes, you will give whatever value, message, or whatever things you want to write, and then a semicolon. Suppose you want to store hello, Java, OpenAI. All these are collection of characters, so they are strings. And is string primitive or non-primitive? You know it's a non-primitive data type, and it is in Java string class in Java. Okay. Now, why string is used so much? This is one of the most important question because almost every application uses text. So this is very important if you want to store either username, address, OTP, email, chat message, API, JSON, SQL queries. So everywhere you will need strings. So this is very important in Java. So syntax we have already seen, will write string, then string name, and whatever message or something characters stream we need to write, we'll write it here. For example, string name equals to Jyoti, we were already seeing that is also one of the string example. See here, string name equals to Jyoti. Now, there are two ways to create the string. First is using string literal. Till now what we have seen, like string name equals to say Jyoti we are writing here. So this is what we are using here is literal. Now we can also use new keyword to create the string. How can we use that? See, to create string using new keyword, you will have to write a syntax like string, then name equals to new keyword you have to use, and then again you need to write string, and in brackets you will pass your message or whatever collection of alphabets you want to set. For example, Jyoti, this is the way you can create string. This is the syntax. String str equals to new string and hello you are passing. For example, this we have seen. It creates object explicitly. Okay. Now, what is the difference between literal and new string? Literal is stored in string pool, whereas new string is stored in heap. I already told you in my previous video, we have two types of memory. One is stack memory and one is heap memory. And whenever your main method is loaded in the stack, okay, then if you create some object, for example, here we are creating, so the reference will be stored in stack memory. Here the name will be stored in stack memory, but the actual object that we are creating using new keyword, that will be stored in heap memory. So Jyoti will be there in heap memory, but its reference will be in stack memory. So string literal is memory efficient, whereas new string creates a new object. String literal reuses existing object, whereas new string always creates a new object. So this was the difference between two ways by which we can use string. Now I told you that what is a stack pool, right? In my previous video. Now we'll see what is a string pool. Java stores string literals inside string constant pool SCP to save the memory. For example, if you have two strings and they have the same data. For example, I have a string name as strin, string name 1 equals to Jyoti, and another one also I have a string name 2 that is also equals to Jyoti. So both are pointing to same object. So their memory representation will be like the name 1 and the name 2. Both have the same data. So in memory, they will point to same object. Okay. This will point to Jyoti. Similarly, we have an example here in which we have a string A and B, which is having data Java, and both are pointing to same object, and the memory representation will be like this, and only one object is created, and it is for memory optimization, right? Now, another example using new string, if you create the same Jyoti Jyoti or here Java Java, you can create using new keyword. Here two separate objects will be created. Here the name 1 and name 2. They will be pointing in memory. They will have this Java Java. They will have twice because new forces object creation every time. Two separate objects will be created. They won't point to same thing. Okay. Now, there is a concept of mutability and immutability. So, what does mutable and immutable means? Mutable means which you can change, but string is immutable by nature. Immutable means you cannot change the string. Once string object is created, its contents cannot be changed. Okay, that is the immutability concept. For example, if you have a string hello and you try to concat that string with Java, concat is a function which we use to, like, if we have two strings, if we want to combine them, then we use this concat method. We'll see in next video about the methods of string. For now, just see or remember the string.concat. Concat is just a method that we use in string to concatenate the two strings. Okay. Here, if you try to print the string, it will give you the output as hello, and Java will not get printed after it because the string is immutable. Because original string will not change. But how is the correct way if you want to concat the string? Because what is the use of this concat method then? So, see, you have to assign it equal to str equals to str.concat. Then only if you try to print, you will get the output as hello Java and new object will be created for it. First, it will have hello in the heap, in heap memory. Then after your concatenation in heap, it will have hello Java. A new object is created. Okay. And why string is immutable? Its benefit is security, thread safety, caching, memory optimization, and performance. That is why Java made strings immutable. Now, this was all about strings. In next video, we'll see the practical about string and the different methods of string, how we can use the strings. So for this video, that's enough. Thanks all. Bye bye. If you like my video, please do share, subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. Thanks.